Hello and welcome back to Farmer's Wife Homestead. I'm Stacey if this is the first time we're meeting, and hello to all my good old friends. Well, probably, I shouldn't call you old. Good old friends, and welcome back to the videos. This is a fresh video, so the last two were pre-recorded before the surgery, and it's been 2 weeks since I picked up the camera. And yeah, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling rested, I'm feeling recovered, and I'm keeping up with my exercises, so go me. Quickly, I just came back from town, and in my PO box was a lovely wee parcel from Elaine. I just want to show you what she sent me. It's so gorgeous. Look at this penny. So there's the pockets with these gorgeous little bows, and look what she did. It says baked with love and some other stuff, and what she's done is she's grabbed oh, the lighting's not that great, but there's my blue mixer over there. How cute is that? So we're going to pop this one on today. I just love aprons. They just bring me so much joy. I don't know why, but they just do. Especially when they've got things written on them. And especially when they're homemade. I just need to tie this up just a little bit more. I should probably do this over my head. Once I do it once, it should be good. And then along with the penny, gorgeous red penny, was this lovely wee tea towel with the same, I don't know what you call this. It's not an iron-on transfer. I think they make it with Cricket now. And this tote bag. Look at this gorgeous wee cow. I love that. So I can use that when I'm doing my shopping. So cool. Anyway, back to the video. Thank you, Elaine. I really appreciate it. It's absolutely gorgeous. What are we going to do today? We're going to take it a little easier on the good old Stace today. And I was going to do a massive apple preserving day, and then I thought, you know what? No. We'll do that next. We'll just ease back into it. So I had a wee think of what I'd like to do, and I have, just rubbing the dust off the top, I have preserved some apricots back in January 2022. So they're 2.5 years old now, and I have got a lovely slice recipe that I use with fruit and a few other ways that I use that. And I thought, oh, what about an apricot slice? I haven't made it before, but you know me, I quite often just make up things on the fly. The base recipe works really well, so and I've made a really beautiful blueberry one, and it's kind of hidden in another video, and I'll link the video either up here or in the description and at the end, and it's the blueberry video, and it's got this blueberry slice, and oh my gosh, it is so good. And I think maybe I should make that one on a separate video so that people can see just how good it is. Anyway, so I thought, well, I'll convert that recipe and make an apricot slice, which is, who doesn't like apricot slice, right? Well, I guess those that don't like apricots. So I decided I need to use these up. I have 2 of them. I don't think I'm going to need 2. And we're going to sort of simmer these down and make a sort of a syrupy apricot sauce, and then we're going to make the slice. So anyway, enough waffling, and we'll get to making the base. Oh, it's so cute. Love it. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to grab some butter, and don't worry, I will link this in the description below. So we're going to grab some softened butter. Link the recipe, I mean. And we're going to grab some sugar. I'm just going to use brown because it's sitting right here. So use white or brown, whatever you like, and I'm going to whisk this together. along with a little bit of vanilla. And you want to whisk it basically until it's really light and fluffy and creamy. So we'll just give that a minute and I'll show you what it looks like after it's been creamed up. Halfway through, you just want to grab yourself a, what do you call these things? A spatula, and just scrape down the sides. Oh, it already smells delicious. Right, keep that going. Meantime, I'm going to get out a pot. And I'm just going to put that onto my stove, and I'm going to grab a quart of my apricots. I'll open the jar. You could do this with canned apricots, no problem. So I want to get out the apricots, but only have a little bit of the syrup in there. Smell good. So there's the apricots. I think it should be enough for what we're looking at. What we're basically going to do is, because these have been steam canned, they're sort of like disintegrated, and that's good, you want that. But if you were using canned apricots, I would chop them up into smaller pieces, and then you will have to cook them longer. So we're just wanting to bring this up to heat, and then I'm going to get some corn flour and a little bit of water, make a little slurry, probably maybe about a tablespoon, a heaped tablespoon, and just drizzle a little bit at a time, and to thicken the apricots up. So you're not really making a jam, and actually what I do need to try is see if they need to be sweetened up a little bit more. They shouldn't do, because it's in a syrup. So I'm just gonna see, I think that's sweet enough, and I do a light syrup, so I don't want to add any more sugar into that, because the slice itself will have sugar in it, and you don't want sugar on sugar. Hope that makes sense. I might mimic the flavour a little bit and put a tiny bit of vanilla essence in here, and I wonder if a bit of cinnamon might be nice. I might put a cinnamon stick in there as well. Got these cinnamon sticks and I haven't really been using them, so I'm just going to pop one in. I don't want it to overpower. Just going to pop it in for a little bit. Just for a couple of minutes, just to get that slight cinnamon taste and smell. Right, so I'm just going to make up my little corn flour slurry. Okay, I'm just going to take that quill out. And just going to add just a little bit at a time. I've got the reserved sugar syrup. I need some better lighting in this kitchen. A bit more. You don't want it too thin because it will just run off the slice, so you do want it nice and thick. It will continue to cook in the slice as well. Ouch. Oh, that got on me. Turn it down a little bit. It's starting to splurt everywhere. How have you all been? You all well? Winter is finally well and truly hit here over in New Zealand. It's definitely got colder, which is nice. I love winter. Oh, the lighting's so terrible. I've got one light in this kitchen. Can you see it a bit better now? I do want it a little bit more thicker than that. So I'm going to put the rest in. So that was one tablespoon with about a tablespoon of water. Now that's the trick. I guess at a pinch you could use apricot jam. There's just a bit of skin there, I'll get rid of that. But I'm not sure how that will work, so that's perfect. See, it's nice and thick now. That's what we want, so we'll turn that off. And here is the butter and sugar mix. You can see that's really light and fluffy. So now we're just going to add the flour into there. We'll give that a mix. And you just basically want it all to come together. Right, so you basically want it so that when you grab a bit of the dough together, it clumps together. So that's perfect. I'm going to come over this way. I've also put my oven on 180. 180 bake. Now, that's how much of the mixture is there. So we're going to put 3/4 of it into the base. And this is so it's 30 by 20 pan, I think. I usually double this recipe, but I didn't have enough softened butter. Hopefully that's going to be enough dough. Just want to pop it evenly over the bottom, as even as you can possibly get it anyway. And I have a silicone mat on the bottom. If you don't have a silicone mat, just use baking paper. Right, hopefully there's no little thin bits there. Just going to get the apricot evenly spoon this over. Quart of apricots is just perfect. I would use 2 cans if you don't do your own apricots. But I make all these preserves. I've got to start using some of these up. Of course I do use them, but some of the stuff like that's been there for a couple of years. So this is just a little bit sticky. I'm just going to add just a tad, about a tablespoon of flour into this mix. So I've just added a tiny bit of flour into there, and you're just going to sort of sprinkle some of the remaining mixture over the top. And have some bigger pieces like that. See some bigger chunks? It's quite nice to have bigger chunks in there as well, and some smaller ones. Yep. Right, now that's it. That's that easy. I'm just going to wash my hands properly, and then I'm going to pop that into the oven. Did you notice I didn't have to put a spoon in there? I came home after the operation and I ended up having to make, excuse me, a couple of recipes for a magazine that I'm going to have my recipes on. And I needed to bake some things. And I closed the oven door and I'm like, the oven door feels like it's closing properly. And sure enough, it was. Well, no, actually what I did was I tried to put the spoon in it and the spoon would not go into the door. And I'm like, what the heck? So I went to husband, oh, thank you, husband, for fixing the door. And he's like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. So on closer inspection, I worked out that somebody, I'll show you, see the bottom there, that's where you store all your, it's also called a warmer drawer, but that's where, you know, I store the roasting pans and stuff. I think what happened was that part was not in the correct place, so it had left a gap, and for some reason that made a difference because that drawer is now in properly, so the door closes properly. So all this time, I'd say a good couple of years, I've been sticking a spoon in my oven when all I had to do was put the drawer back on its you know, slidey things. When you know, I kind of miss putting a spoon in it though. Anyway, we've popped that in and we're going to bake it at 180 and until it's basically nice and golden and it looks like it's cooked all the way through. So between 20 and 30 minutes, but we'll keep an eye on it and I will let you know and show you what it looks like when it's finished. But I'm really happy with that. That looks exactly how I wanted it to look. And yeah, this slice recipe has, I just think you could do so many different fruits in it. So yeah, super happy. Okay, right, we'll let that cook. Yeah, you can see it. It's gorgeous. Cute little pockets. My lovely little new KitchenAid that my brother and sister-in-law sent over to me. Thanks again, I really appreciate it, really love it, and yeah, it was really nice to receive a beautiful little card that went with it. Now I'm pretty sure, because I've looked for a tag, and I'm pretty sure you made these, so you are extremely clever. So anyway, absolutely love it. I want to try and get myself They used to be around there like coat racks, and it's like a big stand or a hat stand or something like that. I'd like to have one and just put it just on that side of the bench, and I can put all my pennies on it, because my drawer's kind of getting a little bit full, because I put them in with my tea towels and my my dishcloths. So yeah, I wonder if you're in New Zealand and you've seen what I'm talking about. Like I've looked in secondhand shops and that, but if you've seen one that's to buy, can you let me know in the comments below where you might find them, because I really would like to get an apron rack. So yeah, so it's like a coat rack, and it's just long one stand, and it's got little, you know, dowels or something along those lines. Or if you've got another idea, just let me know. I suppose I could put a hook on the wall, but there's just, this kitchen's so tiny, there's just nowhere to put it. Yeah, so we've got lots of great content lined up for the month. Well, I hope that you find it great content. I see that the toasted sandwich video was very popular, and I can't believe that I'd forgotten that I used to do it. And it's been fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and we've got maybe about 6 left. So it was perfect, absolutely perfect. And yeah, so we've got some different videos coming up, and I need to get out in the garden and plant my garlic for this year's harvest. So I've grabbed a whole heap of those bulbs. What else are we going to do? We're going to do some more cook with me's. We've got some more, you know, meals, what's for dinners, and anyway, lots and lots of different videos coming up. So I'm looking forward to making all those for you guys. Yeah, so we're just still waiting on this, and we'll come back once it is ready. Okay, the buzzer has just gone off, and I'm honestly, the kitchen smells so good. Here's the slice. So basically you're just wanting it to sort of just slightly brown on top, and then you just want to leave it well alone in the tin until it is completely cooled down. Oh, smells so good. Yeah, I can see I wasn't very good at putting the apricot on very evenly. There's a couple of little bits that aren't very well dispersed, but that's fine. But give this slice a go. Let me know if you tried it. Also, I've been saying Aileen, but it could be Eileen. I'm really sorry, really sorry if I've butchered your name, because I'm just dreadful with that type of thing. So it's Aileen or Eileen, but anyway, I have messaged you as well. Lovely little apricot slice. Right, have a try. Oh, yum. That is really nice, really nice, and it's not too sweet, and the bottom is nicely browned. That's a winner. Yeah, I'm just going to finish cutting this up and pop it in the cake tin for hubby. So hope you give this one a go. It's really super quick and super easy, and yeah, I hope to see you on the next one. Bye for now.